I was in Kentucky for a couple of years and was around a lot of Kentucky fans. Well, if you're in Kentucky, you're going to be around Kentucky fans. But I was in Louisville, so yeah, that wasn't necessarily a guarantee. Now, I like Mark Stoops. That's one of the things that Kentucky football doesn't have to worry about. People like Mark Stoops. He's a nice guy. He's taken them to several bowl games. You saw what he did last season, beating Ole Miss, but only winning three other games. And I'm looking at this schedule and I'm going, will he be able to say that he improved? I mean, it's not like he's got like a major thing going on there. And then you've got the simple fact of that this is a team that really scheduled team, everything, it doesn't look like it's going to be that good. So let's go over the schedule and you tell me if you agree with me on this. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Okay, so they start out the season at Toledo. Well, Toledo's coming to them. That should be a win. Seriously, should be a win. Toledo's a team. Then they got Ole Miss coming to them. Ole Miss fans, unless you're a diehard, don't go to this. Don't go to that stadium. That stadium just, I didn't enjoy it, but you might. I don't think Ole Miss. I think Lane Kiffin's got it. He got a bee in his bonnet when it comes to Kentucky after what they did last year. So I don't think that's going to be a loss for Ole Miss. I think this is going to be a loss for Kentucky this year. I think Lane Kiffin is gearing up that this is going to be one of those times that he really wants to take down Kentucky. So this is going to be one of those games that Kentucky is going to have to show what their mettle is. Then you got Eastern Michigan, decent team in some standings, but not to the caliber of Mark Stoops' team. I like Mark Stoops enough to say that Eastern Michigan's not got a chance. So you're talking about 2-1 after the first 3 games. Then they're going to South Carolina. Shane Beamer, better coach. South Carolina's better team. That's a loss. Georgia. And Georgia ain't going to play around with them this year. Plus, they're going between the head. This game's going to be played between the hedges. Yeah, that's a loss. Texas is coming to them. Feel sorry for Texas fans going to this game. They like to show up, but that stadium. Um, honestly, that's a loss. Tennessee. Josh Heupel will have his team figured out that next year by that point. It's October 25th. That's a loss. Uh, Auburn. They're going to Auburn. Hugh Freeze, what they did last year, this is, in all honesty, this is going to be an interesting game. I think this could go either way. I want to see that game. I'm going to say this is a push. I think that Auburn could probably beat them with what the hype is around Auburn, but I think Mark Stoops has got enough of a team. He could win that game. So I'm going to go with an early season prediction and go, that's your third win right there. Versus Florida. Florida's coming to them. If Flagway's in that game, easy loss for Kentucky. Tennessee Tech going to be the fourth win. of the season. Vandy, um, this is another Auburn type situation. I think that Kentucky can beat Vandy. Maybe. Vandy's going to be beat up. I don't think Vandy's got a deep enough bench by that late in the season to be able to beat Kentucky. It's going to be in Nashville. That's going to make it tougher. I'm going to say that's a fifth win. Now, Louisville has built up a team that can compete for the ACC title. That being said, I think that Mark Stoops knows that he can't play around with Louisville. And considering the schedule he's got to coach his team to, I honestly think, I really do, I think that Mark Stoops will be looking to beat a team that is competing for the ACC tournament. I think this could technically be a sixth win. I could be wrong this early season, but I think Mark Stoops is going to have his team built up enough. I think this will be a sixth win. I think this could be a year that Kentucky goes to a bowl game from that one right there. I think they can. I think they're going to have a 6-6 season. I could be completely wrong, but I think this is a year for a 6-6 season. Now, considering what I've been hearing about Kentucky football, which ain't a massive amount, I've been following SEC football. I like Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops is looking to keep his job, and I think that he's got to have a bowl game under his belt this coming year for them to consider keeping him. He was scary last year. He's a scary coach. He really is. I think that he could three of the games that he's got next year, easy win. Louisville, this is out of conference. Louisville, I think that he's knows that he has to win that Louisville rivalry. That's a major rivalry there in Kentucky. Having been around Kentucky and Louisville fans, this is a big deal. If you are in Louisville, you don't play around on that one. You state who you're for. And in all honesty, I think Kentucky knows that they have to win that one. Mark Stoops knows he has to win that one. I think this in-state rivalry will be the major point. Then throw in Auburn and Vandy. I think Mark Stoops, knowing what he knows, and even though Hugh Freeze is doing what he does, rebuilding the team, I don't think they got the juice. I don't think Auburn's got the juice and will have the juice in them by that point. Nor do I think Vandy will have the juice in them at that point. So I think this is going to be a 6-6 year. I think they're going to a bowl game. I could be completely wrong, and we'll start seeing. In all honesty, I think we're going to see in the Ole Miss game what exactly this team is. I think that Ole Miss game is going to be able to change predictions. So tell me what you think, honestly. Think I'm right? Think I'm wrong? Yeah. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.